My friends, welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. I hope you all are doing well. What I have here is the Outdoor Vitals Fortius 2-person tent. I just got this in and it's time to begin testing it out. This is a waterproof test of this tent. We are going to see whether or not this tent can handle some rain, possibly some storms. I purchased this tent with my own money because you all asked me to review it. With the channel here, I'm agenda free. I'm here to share information, my perspective, and that's it. That's one reason why I've had so many requests to review this product, because my channel is agenda free. Unlike many of the channels out there who are getting commissions, who are selling this product, I'm not here to do that. I'll tell you if this product's good, I'll tell you if it's bad, and I'll explain why and show you why it's either one of those. Speaking of which, everyone, I've heard from a number of viewers who stated that there's already some videos about this tent, but those videos can't be trusted, the channels can't be trusted. That's why I'm here. This is what's taking place today. There is a cold front coming through. It's going to bring some rain later on today, rain later on tonight. It's my hope that with this weather system that it comes in waves. Hopefully we'll have showers, storms, and breaks in between. That way we can check on this tent and see if it's leaking. Do I think it's going to leak? I don't think so. My experiences with Outdoor Vitals has been good for the most part. They've had some ups and downs in my opinion, but all in all, so far, I think this tent looks rather good. The quality looks good. Not amazing, but this isn't a top dollar tent. Speaking of the tent itself, the design of this is very much like most trekking pole tents, and most of those tents are basic copies of Z-Packs tents. Anyways, everyone, if you're interested in more information about this tent, check out my preview. Ultimately, there will be a review, but if you have questions about the design of this, if you want to see the features, check out my preview. It goes over all of the stats. Before the rain moves in, make sure to comment down below and predict, is this tent going to leak or not? It looks like we have a break in the weather, so let's check on this tent real quick. Now, to go over what's taken place. Over the last 40 minutes, we've had a heavy downpour. Prior to that, we had maybe 10 minutes of light rain. Here in a second, we'll check on leaking, but for now, I want you to focus on the amount of sagging that's taken place with this shelter. You can see here just how much sagging has taken place as it's gotten wet. That is fairly substantial. This is something that you will need to keep in mind with this tent. If you're going to use this in a wet environment, you will have to make constant adjustments to this tent so that the materials don't sag in on you. Now you can see here on the sides that you have guideline points. You will have to use those every time you set this up. Otherwise, the material will simply come in as it stretches. Taking a look on the inside of the tent, there has been no leaking at all. You can see here with the walls though, look at all of that sagging. You would have to guy this out and pull this away from you. The same applies for this side too. I'm glad to see that this tent is waterproof so far. More rain is on the way, we'll see how it performs. The biggest issue that I see at the moment is the amount of sagging that takes place with this material. It is something that you need to carefully consider. Again, if you're going to be using this in wet environments, there's a lot of sagging that's going to take place. That means you're going to have to make a lot of adjustments. All right, my friends, it is time to check on the Outdoor Vitals tent. Did it leak overnight? Talking about the weather last night. What we had last night was a series of showers and storms, on and off. Sometimes light, sometimes heavier. I was up till about 4 o'clock in the morning. That's when I went to bed and I stopped filming. At 6 o'clock this morning, heavy rain moved in, and now I'm curious, did this tent leak? All in all, this faced multiple hours of varying rain, and we've certainly put this tent to the test. So folks, let's open it up. Let's see if it leaked. After all of the rain, after all of the storms, this tent is dry. There has been no leaking at all. A few points to mention here. First, the cons. As you all can see here with the setup, the material has continued to stretch. It's not quite as bad as it was yesterday, but still there is substantial stretching. On the inside of the tent, while there has been no leaking, condensation has been rather bad. With this tent being a semi-single wall, condensation is going to be an issue. Those are the two issues that I have with this tent so far with my testing. The pros. The setup of this is very simple. The quality of this is very good. Opening the door is exceptionally easy. You can do it with one hand. And that's certainly not the case with all trekking pole tents. In this episode, everyone, you have been presented with quite a bit of information concerning this tent. We've seen some good aspects and some negative. Now I want to hear from you. Comment down below. What do you all think about the Outdoor Vitals tent? Again, everyone, make sure to check out my preview of this tent as it goes over all of the features, the stats, the materials, and so on. Make sure to stay tuned to the channel as I have more testing to do with this tent. You will see it in some adventures. Also, I plan to compare this to other popular trekking pole tents, those from Z-Packs, 3F UL, and so on. Thank you very much for watching this episode. I will see you all in the next one. Hit the thumbs up before you go. It does help the channel. Strength and honor. Bye for now.
I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside, and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you. We were such a constellation, right? No, you'd agree.